Hey guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993 coming at you for another live review of 205 Live, the May 8th, 2018 edition of 205 Live. I'm going to briefly go over everything that happened on this show because not too much really happened on this show, really. It was still a solid show overall because we got some solid action, I thought, and some story development also as well. So let's just get right into it and see what we do. This show took place in Baltimore, Maryland. Is the fallout show of Backlash, and we're now on the road again to Money in the Bank. But of course, the Cruiserweights is focused on the Cruiserweight Championship for now. So we'll see what happens as we talk about this this show real quick. So the first match we had was a match with the Brian Kendrick and the gentleman Jack Gallaher taking on Lucha House Party members Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado. Before the match started, though, Drew Gulak came out. He was on commentary because apparently he's feuding with Kalisto now. Match they had wasn't too bad for the most part. Pretty much just a good back and forth tag press. It was only about 7 minutes. Grand Metalik was the one who was isolated by the heels for most of this match. And then the Lucha House Party took out Kendrick and Gallaher with super kicks and dives throughout most of the match, and they won when Lince Dorado hit a shooting star press on Jack Gallaher to get the win. So not really supposed to say just another tag match. They continue. Not to you mentioned also again about the Cruiserweight tag titles. I don't know if that's happening for sure or not. Kind of don't want it to happen. I mean, I just don't know. It's like, 205 Live has gotten better, but I feel like it's still not quite good enough for me to really, consider it must see all the time, I think. But at least the wrestling is still good in its action. But I'm just not really interested in seeing Cruiserweight tag titles and the Cruiserweight become just its own brand. Because I don't want to see these guys limited to just the Cruiserweight division, if you know what I mean. But that is it for that match. We had a clip of Mustafa Ali's Twitter promo, and then we had Buddy Murphy backstage. Dasha Fuentes asks Murphy what he hopes to accomplish tonight. He says he only has one blemish on his record since coming to 205 Live. He's had issues getting used to the weight cuts, but that part's in the past now. He hopes the champ is watching what he does to Mustafa Ali tonight. And then randomly also, Tony Nese wishes him good luck. Now, Tony Nese just recently turned babyface also when he was feuding with Drew Gulak when him and Mark Andrews were kind of doing their feud. But I was kind of curious of why, Tony Nese would wish Buddy Murphy good luck. I'm wondering, what they're going here with this. And then speaking of which, Tony Nese then had a match with a local jobber, Keith Clable, and he pretty much just dominated him and just squashed him in the match. He beat him with a running Nese. So, I mean, I don't know, what's going on here. I mean, he did the entrance again, showing off, how many abs he has. So, I don't know if they're still keeping him as a babyface now or if they're going to revert him back to be a heel or stuff like that. So, still a little confused there. But, match was just a squash match for Tony Nese. And we had a video package about Hideo Itami recapping his time at NXT, and then what's been going on recently with him and his tag team partner Akira Tozawa. And then he questions why he needs a partner and how Tozawa doesn't deserve him. So I guess we're breaking that up, and I guess Itami is full-fledged going back to being just a heel again like he was towards the end of his NXT run. I think is good for him because I actually was invested in the heel Itami. I mean, I liked Itami as a babyface, but this heel character also was different, and I think it was also bringing out some of the best in him also. So I definitely am all for him staying heel if that's the case. We had Drake Maverick backstage with Cedric Alexander. He wants to be sure issues between Alexander and Murphy don't spill over in tonight's main event, and Alexander says he made a statement last week when he attacked Murphy, and he's content to let Ali make a statement now, but he'll do more when Murphy gets in the ring again with him. So he also asked Cedric to that next week in London to be at his best because they're going to have a little bit of a showdown between the 205 Live stars and United Kingdom division stars since they're going to be in London. He was, of course, leave the locker room, get them ready, and Alexander tells them that the UK guys tell them to bring their A game. So I guess we're going to be getting that next week. We got that the last time we were on United Kingdom tour. The UK guys and the cruiserweights collided also. Of course, that's when Enzo Amore was cruiserweight champion. We had Enzo Amore versus Pete Dunne on Raw. I'm sure we're going to get much better matches. I'm very interested to see what next week's episode will come with that. And then finally, we have our main event. It was Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali in a very great, brutal, hard-hitting match, I feel. Every match, Mustafa Ali has, it's just always just shown, like that's why they call him, the heart of 205 Live. Shows that he's like that guy who looks like, he's destroyed, but he just keeps on fighting. He doesn't quit at all. I mean, they're going back to a story about how, Mustafa Ali was the one who took Buddy Murphy out of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. So now Murphy's trying to, prove that he could beat Ali, which he did. Again, it's a great back and forth match, very physical. Ali definitely gave it all and, made Murphy work for this victory. And I think it's what worked out well. And of course, it's making building Buddy Murphy up, as definitely one of the top heels in the Cruiserweight division. So it looks like we're still probably going to be getting, eventually we're going to get Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy with something like Money in the Bank for the Cruiserweight Championship. So with that, guys, that should be it. Yep, that is it for this week's episode of 205 Live. Wasn't bad. I mean, the main event was awesome, but the other matches and stuff went decent to average. I'd say nothing really spectacular. So I'll give this episode of 205 Live a B-. A B- for the May 8th, 2018 edition of 205 Live. We'll grade you this week's episode of 205 Live. Your thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure as always, click my like and subscribe to our content coverage channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirborne93. I'll be back up here later on for a live review of NXT and do some type of special live stream either tomorrow or Friday, probably tomorrow, because I'm working side gig on Friday. So with that, guys, I'm going to be checking out. So until then, guys, I'll see you all tonight for NXT. Until then, have a great day, everybody.